This is Marcel Brown bringing you some technology history for November 3rd and 4th. November 3rd, 1957. The Soviet Union launches Sputnik 2, the second spacecraft launched into Earth orbit and the first spacecraft to carry a living creature into orbit. Laika, the Siberian husky dog, unfortunately only survived a few hours into the flight and died from stress and overheating. The Soviets had planned to euthanize Laika regardless, as Sputnik 2 did not have deorbiting or re-entry technology designed into the spacecraft. November 4th, 1952. As part of a publicity stunt to help boost sales, Remington Rand collaborates with CBS to have its UNIVAC computer predict the results of the 1952 U.S. presidential election between Dwight Eisenhower and Adlai Stevenson, live on air. Because pre-election polls had the election very close, the publicity surrounding a computer predicting the winner generated a lot of popular interest. UNIVAC correctly predicted a landslide victory by Eisenhower early in the evening after only 3 million votes had been returned and entered into the system. However, because it was so different than the expected result, the decision was made to hold back the computerized prediction. It appears that both Remington Rand and CBS feared the computer was incorrect, so they didn't want to take the risk. It was only late in the broadcast, when continuing returns seemed to indicate that UNIVAC was in fact correct, that CBS announced the landslide prediction from the computer and the fact that it had done so hours earlier. In the end, UNIVAC had come within 3.5% of the popular vote, within 4 electoral votes, and predicted 100-to-1 odds of the Eisenhower victory. The publicity stunt worked, as UNIVAC became relatively famous. For a time, people started calling all computers UNIVACs. It was featured on the cover of a Superman comic book and in a Looney Tunes cartoon. By the next presidential election, 4 years later, all 3 major networks were using computers to predict the results. November 4th, 1982. Compaq announces their Compaq Portable PC, one of the early portable computer designs and, more significantly, the first successful IBM-compatible PC clone. Compaq eventually succeeded where other similar companies failed because they took considerable care in creating their product on 2 fronts. First, they created the first 100% IBM-compatible BIOS, only proprietary component of the IBM PC, spending $1 million to reverse engineer the IBM BIOS using clean room techniques. This also allowed them to avoid copyright infringement charges. Finally, they were legally and financially prepared for the inevitable lawsuit IBM would bring against them, which was dismissed as expected. By proving that a clean room, reverse-engineered BIOS could create 100% IBM-compatible computers and withstand legal challenges from IBM, Compaq paved the way for the flood of IBM-compatible clones that would begin in the mid-1980s. This was the opening of the Pandora's box that led to IBM losing control of the platform and the emergence of Microsoft and Intel as the dominant technology companies of the PC era. Even though IBM lost control of the platform they created, the weight of the IBM name, combined with the eventual low cost of the IBM-compatible platform, crushed nearly all other competing personal computer platforms of the era. That's your technology history for this week. For more, tune in next week and visit my website, thisdayintechhistory.com.